All right, moving in with Indian Trace here. This is good. I'm in Site 5. I love the reflection of water. I want you to join the hunt today with Indian Trace. I've been out here. I found a handful of stuff. Just love the water. It's vital. My goodness, 65% of our body, 67% is water, so we're made of water. Of course, that is not all grass, 50% dirt, so we're going across some of these areas. The bear is back here. I've been to the bear. We got to get through here, this pond area, which is completely flooded over. Old flood. But I wanted to bring you along today. It was really windy. If the wind picks up, and it won't last long. So if you do get some wind interference, don't tune out. Just hang with me. I'm going to take you to another area. The reason I'm doing this, and we're not going to find anything right here, is just to give you a little taste. Look at this. A little taste of, and many of you know who hunt. I could drop my phone right in the water, my goodness. A little taste of what it costs. Sometimes I could fall in the water. That'd be real funny, wouldn't it? But we'll wait. I'm going to tell you what, a lot of good things lately. That big dude was great. That big African-American dude who was at the march in LA. He just happened to be, he lives in LA, but he happened to be at that march, at the Women's March. That was funny. Funny, funny, funny. You got to check that out. I'll probably put, it's on my political interest links. So check it out. I don't know what his name is, Big something, Big Al or something like that, or Big Joe. He's big, but it was funny, and he was basic. He was understanding of his nation, of America, of his thankfulness. That's what I really liked about it, of his appreciation. He was also understanding of, look at this, this is great. This looks good. We got to get through here though, it's a little hairy. Anyway, I'll put that up. That's not really what my political interest is for today, but it was just something that jumped in my mind. Actually, we'll probably put up a feed that I'll start on first as we get through here. Need to get somewhere before all the time expires here. Anyway, appreciate you tuning in to Indian Trace. Like I said, I found some stuff over in the bear, some pottery, some artifacts, but I'm usually on the hunt for things that touch my heart. Things that are either, you know, of course, smokers, but things that particularly speak to me for one reason or another. Look at this. We got to jump. I'm going to try to hold this and jump with me. Oh, you thought I fell, didn't you? I almost did fall. Live on camera. Had to jump that ditch right there. My goodness. Whew. Anyway, like I said, I like to find great artifacts. I think we all do. Now this is what we're looking at here. Washed out grass. But you know, if you can see dirt, you can find points. I have a spot right up here at the bottom of Stone Hill that could have some artifacts, so we're going to go straight towards it. We're going to get across this pretty quickly. It's going to be awesome. Hey, you know what? Good shout out. Treasure Hunter for Life. You put a couple videos up lately. Man, you might have disappeared for a year, buddy. I don't know if you watch these longer ones or whatever. This Join the Hunt with Indian Trace. Usually they're a little longer, but that's okay. Because these, as I said before, are really for a good handful who can't get out and hunt. I did something the other day also. I found a, what's this right here, see? That could be an artifact. That's what you got to check out if you see something like that. It is. It's a broken one, but I'm going to keep it there. Not going to pick it up. Leave it there. I'm going to tell you what. I did my tally just the other day, went through, crunched the numbers, and my goodness, in 5 years I've brought in, that means brought off the field 11,000 plus artifacts. Craziness. Of course, you know, that's 25, excuse me, that's about 2,100 a year. Just crazy stuff. But really not the first year. Every single year I get more intelligent and understand sites better, and a few sites are added on every year, you know. Where I am right now, I keep my eyes open no matter what to learn things, to come across areas where you might find an artifact here or there, or everything you find, everything you see teaches you something. You bring in the understanding of it, the knowledge of an area. what's in the dirt. All right. Now, what was I thinking? I, of course, reserve actually filming artifacts, as you might have seen in Indian Trace. If you just go back in time and check out my videos of live finds and filming them, I usually reserve the camera for, you know, a really stellar piece. Just something I decided to do from the beginning. Not that any artifact at all is not important. They're the ones I collected. They're important. That's why I'm bringing them in. Piece of quartz there. I'm gonna check an area out here. I might have a bonus. I found, I don't know, a good handful right here, where it's the very bottom of Stone Hill, which is right there. Hard to see, right? Don't want to show the horizon that much, but I guess it doesn't matter. I mean, number one, haven't seen virtually anybody in these areas. Watch somebody show up today. I don't see people out. I am floored, and a lot of you guys I think can relate with this. For some of you guys, you have areas, fields or whatever you hunt artifacts in, where there might be, and I've heard, handfuls of people that hunt the same areas. I can't even comprehend. I don't even know what I'd do. It'd drive me crazy. As it is, I'm a rural type of guy. Urban settings and city settings about wig me out. I don't want anything to do with it. I do not want to live in an urban setting. Forget that. I don't want to live in the city. Oh, well, you know, that's just the way it is. I guess we're all made different. I mean, I got somebody at work. I was talking to them the other day. They're like, oh, man, I love the city. I grew up. I said, you're crazy. The filth, the incourtesy. I don't even want to get into it. But we'll leave it at that. So, what's the next thought that I wanted to share with everybody today? Did something funny the other day, and somebody will get a couple surprises. I cleared out my giveaway box. I said, well, it's just time to take it all. And I mean all. It's like 40 points or what have you. And then a couple on top, a couple stellar points from my display case. Packed up 2 packs, and I sent them out. They'll be surprised. But here's the theory behind it. And you guys, you know, join the fun. Give stuff away, I guess. Some good view here. Now, I've seen back over there before. I mean, from where I am, wild turkeys won't let you get much closer than 200 yards. I've been, very rare occasion, they've let me just sit with them about 50 yards away, but not for long. But I've seen here groups of about 30 to 35 wild turkeys. It's been a thing. Just a bunch packed up, just hanging out. So they're here. I know where they are. I mean, and there's bear tracks, and so it's pretty wild. But my premise for just figuring out who to gift was very simple this time. I decided I'd find somebody I knew in California where they got the most backwards laws about collecting artifacts that you can ever imagine. Probably if one's sitting on the ground, and many of you guys can relate with this, or you're at an area or a lake, you're not even allowed to pick up off the ground a stone artifact. I mean, that is ignorance gone to seed. So I defy their laws and whatever, so I just sent him a box of artifacts. And then I got another fella who, although he can hunt and has wilderness and everything, I mean, my goodness, he absolutely doesn't find much of anything. Rarely. It's beyond me. I mean, I can't even imagine that. Which I guess ultimately it helps me to stir up my thankfulness for what I have where I am. See, now I'm looking at things like pieces of rhyolite and things like that. We'll find a smoker one day when you join the Hunt Live with Indian Trace here. I have a couple other things I want to share before this time gets too far away from me. Oh, it's not that far gone. Keeping an average of 15 to 20 minutes with a hunt. You get to go hunting today too, whether you're under snow or whether you, oh God, you can't walk or something's hurting you, or something has hurt you permanently, or your back's bothering you, or whatever it is. You can come out here or tune in or send it to somebody you know who's hurting, who loves artifacts, wants to get out, check out the wilderness, and hear a little chat just from somebody who loves the world of the North American Indian. I got a political interest link that I'm going to add today, which is great. It's by a guy I know named Bill Still. And it's a report he put up about, what's this here? We'll take a look at that. Where is it? There it is. Well, Bill Still put up a video about the importance of voter integrity and documented, and there was a lady on there who documented, I mean almost perfectly, line upon line. That's a nice piece of quartz. It's reduced out. I don't know if the focus is working. To clean up nice if you understand quartz. Looks like the base of a blade or a Guilford round. Anyway, it's worth seeing if you check this link out, because it put things in perspective for me. I mean, why does anybody have to get so touchy about the basics of integrity and the importance of a vote? Now, that's been shared. I mean, as it is, my goodness. Bottom line, watch the video. It's done with such taste. That's why I'm going to put it there. I don't believe in my heart I ever put anything without taste on my political interest links. This one is about voter integrity, and it documents what's going on in our country and how voter fraud in many cases has been institutionalized into our society, unlike any other country. And we protect stupid things like anonymity, like allowing people to vote who don't even have to prove who they are or show an ID in various states. I mean, that includes California, but California is a different world. It's a different planet, really, unfortunately. And I say unfortunately when it comes to politics, because it doesn't represent the Constitution of the United States, nor liberty, nor freedom and justice for all. They might say, yes, freedom and justice for all, because we have immigrants here. No, they're illegal immigrants. That is not liberty and justice for all. Now, I know that just got a whole bunch of people ticked off. My relatives probably won't even tune into this. I'm looking. Okay, anyway, that's a great one, just because Bill Still's awesome, and the lady who he actually put another splice in for something that was produced, and it was really, I mean, I was impressed. I like intelligent, well-spoken, well-documented discussions about the things that affect our families, our life, our loved ones, the very essence of our future. I love it. All right, as for artifacts, as we get going, and actually looking at my time as we try to finish up, looking to see if I can, I'm right now at the very bottom of Stone Hill. I had an individual a little while back, good friend here on YouTube, that is. He said, you know, watch out when you share your horizons and everything. Somebody will pause that and get on YouTube and then find your sites and rape your sites, and then you'll find out you got more collectors there than you ever imagined. Well, hadn't happened. Hadn't happened here. I mean, all the way from Durham to Chapel Hill here, all the way to the coast, you're looking at about 200 miles. Well, so talk about square miles. Coastal Piedmont area is big, and I collect and I live in it all. Yeah, I have 2 counties I collect in, but we'll leave it at that. And I'm working on doing a little cleaning. If they can beat me to the digital cleaning I'm in the process of doing to some of the first videos I made, well, we'll just say taking an eraser to some of the evidences so that people can't, what would you say, extort what they see. Plus, besides that, where I go, you're going to have a butt. You're going to have some legs, because you can't drive into anywhere that I am. That's just the way it is. So that's a good thing, right? Artifacts. I did bring an honor piece today, which came from all the way across over there at the Bear. And, well, I usually believe, and the way an honor piece works with me is I carry it because I believe that it brings a good spirit of thankfulness into my heart, and it helps me stay focused as to what I found in a certain area. You can see the conditions. Across here, it looks all like grass, right? Tons of grass. It's not. We're only talking about 50%. So I mean, you can see the dirt. And newly plowed dirt, at least this last fall, grass doesn't really grow on rocks. Doesn't grow on rocks, so we're good to go. So that honor piece that I usually bring is a smoking piece that stirs me up, and usually I'm believing that it will help, that I'll find its brother or sister or what have you. And I'm going out now. You have to realize with these beginnings of Join the Hunt, I'm going out in poor conditions where I really do not believe, I don't expect, I should say expect to find a whole lot. I just don't. So I just go and I sort of do my best, have a decent time, have a good segment of time to pray and to ask God to stabilize and to bless our government, our leaders, even ourselves, and how we become activists, how we are, and you could be one who prays every day for our government. Well, you're an activist. You could be one who talks to people and has some avenues at work or whatever to talk to people politically. Well, you're an activist. And that's an important part in all this. So here in hunting, we are opening most of the time with these Join the Hunts with very little in terms of live finds. You can see all the way up there where the tree is. And that's okay, because I know who was here. And as I always say, if you know who was here, you know what is here. And I know they were here, because this is Site 5. Site 5, I think, embodies about 2,200 artifacts. That's about how many I've collected off of Site 5. So when you have collected that many, you know that every step you take, well, you could find an artifact. It might be a great day. But if you don't find them, it's still okay. It is good with you. It is good with you. So, bottom line, I was praying the other day, and it was a good thing, because I don't care whether you like somebody or not. Many times when it's a person in leadership, you should take some time to pray for them. And I know that goes against the grain for some people. For example, our past administration, I prayed to God that they would not succeed, because they were trying to strip your freedom away. They were trying to enslave you, and they were dumbing down people. I don't want to go down that road to discuss it all, but it's true. You got to believe, not just me, but in the company of many counselors. Double dog dare you. Just go, do your homework, check out exactly what was going on. Check out the last god-awful 14 days of the last presidency and exactly what he did in the last 14 days. That will blow your mind in terms of disrespect and disdain for you as an American. But most of the time, Indian Trace is fused with political interest. It's fused with interest in humanity and human rights, especially for our North American Indian. So as I get ready to finish this up, I'm going to take a turn right up here, turn right off the top of Stone Hill. Maybe I'll find something. Never know. Appreciate you coming, but I'm going to get ready to head on in here, finish this off. Oh, before I do, got to do what I traditionally have been doing. It's a good time to do it. The wind's blowing a little bit. All right, let's look at this, what I found today. I haven't even looked at it too much. I forgot. I found a bunch of pottery. Sure did. Now you can see right here, this, of course, today, because I would have filmed it, is my honor point. An index point for today. I knew where I was coming. I brought it along for the ride. That was found almost 4 years ago or what have you. That was a great, still is, milky quartz point. My word. Now, look at this. A bunch of great pottery. Good stuff. Tips that I found today. Look at this piece right here. Interesting. Can you see what that was? Sure was. That's a nice base. That would have been a great point. And it did not escape. Look at that. Cut right off. Cut right off. So as we finish this today, that was a nice base, so I figured I'd keep it. Here's a scraper, complete, all in all, around every edge. It is reduced. Just the thumb scraper. For those of you who do not know, they're just using that kind of thing to scrape things and to remove the tallow from the skin and the hides of animals. Nice tip. So all in all, some good Indian trace here. Appreciate you tuning in. And I hope you find out there. We'll finish it off with a good shot of Indian trace. You be well out there. And be safe.